I have definitely seen every single movie in 2025, and I'm here to tell you which of them are the best. So yeah, let's just get started. I'm gonna go over the top 10, going from worst to best. I guess in this situation, least best to most best. And I'll also talk about some honorable mentions right before the number one spot. I shouldn't have to say this, but this is my opinion. Just because a movie isn't higher up than others, or if because one movie is super high up doesn't mean every other movie is really that much less greater. All of these movies that I'm going to be talking about are all great, and I recommend all of them. So yeah, let's start with number 10.
I'm walking here! I'm walking here!
Number 10 goes to The Long Walk. This was a movie I didn't really get to talk about when it came out, but this movie was absolutely incredible, and I truly do mean it when I say that. This was a movie I feel like not a lot of people also even heard about or even remembered. They probably saw it in a trailer once and just wrote it off, but this movie was really great. It had a lot of emotion and power in its story and its characters. The acting was all really well done. The story pacing and everything was very solid. It didn't feel like it was wasting its time. You could probably predict what was going to happen, but still, this is a great movie and I truly recommend it. I feel like not enough people are talking about this. This is legitimately a sleeper movie that people should watch. So yeah, if you can, please watch The Long Walk. It's a really great movie. It goes at number 10, and it's gonna be a movie that I'm gonna remember for a while, actually. It definitely got a few tears in my eyes when watching it, and but yeah, go watch it.
Stay back, I got a chainsaw!
Number 9 goes to Chainsaw Man, the Reese arc. I'm probably still saying it wrong, but I'm just gonna say that. Chainsaw Man was a really great movie, and if anyone needs to know, yes, I think it's better than the Demon Slayer movie. Don't want to go into it, but Demon Slayer didn't have the structure that I would consider it a movie. Chainsaw Man had a way better structure and a story. It was way more impactful. The emotion in it was way more deep. And this movie was also just a really fun movie. There were some great action moments here and there. The music that played into the scenes were really well done and really smart. It was just overall a very beautiful movie. Very sad and beautiful movie. Chainsaw Man did a really great job, and I was not expecting it to be like this. I knew a lot of people who read the manga was hyping this story up, and yeah, it's definitely worth the hype. Chainsaw Man, Reese arc is a great movie. Go watch it.
Wake the fuck up.
Deadman!
Number 8 goes to Wake Up Dead Man. This movie came out towards the later end of the year, and there's a chance a lot of people didn't even remember it or even know it was a thing. But yes, there's a new Knives Out movie, Wake Up Dead Man. It's really good, actually. It was a lot of fun. The actual story and mystery behind it was really well done. I didn't feel bored at all when watching this, and I know sometimes that's the case with some of these mystery movies, but so far the Knives Out series hasn't missed. Every single one of their movies has been really great, and Wake Up Dead Man is no exception to that. It is really great, really fun. The characters are really fun and rememberable. Its overall message that it's wanted to tell, I think, is really important about churches taking advantage of people and people in higher up positions as well. I think the setting that they used was also pretty good. There's a lot of moments also where the movie just messed with you, where it's like, oh, you thought you knew what was going on, but in reality, it's not. And there's a good amount of actors that a lot of people will love. But yes, I definitely recommend Knives Out, Wake Up Dead Man. This is a really good installment to the series, and I honestly can't wait to see what comes next. If there is going to be any more, I don't really know. But yeah, that goes to Wake Up Dead Man, Knives Out.
It's alive!
Number 7 goes to Frankenstein, a Netflix movie that came out, and I feel like a lot of people didn't even watch this movie or probably forgot about it because there's also another like Frankenstein type movie coming out this year. But Frankenstein on Netflix is really, really good. What comes to mind is its design and costumes and makeup. That was just best in its class. The costumes and settings and makeup and all that, everything that was used when you saw the movie, it was really well done. Netflix really did a good job with this movie. The story was very interesting. It's not like the most original story. It's a new interpretation of the Frankenstein and Frankenstein's like monster story, but the performances gave by the actors and actresses were really well done, and it's definitely worth watching. It's a really comfortable movie to just watch, really. I really don't know any other way to explain it, but this is definitely a recommend. Like, seriously, this movie is just a beautiful movie. Its story is really good, and the acting performances gave by the people from this was just really well done. A lot of good uses of color here and there, some pretty good lighting here and there as well. Yeah, there's just a lot of things I like about this movie. It's just really great, and yeah, people, please watch Frankenstein.
Alien hunting! Alien hunting!
Number 6 is Begonia, a movie that a lot of people probably forgot about as well, or another movie that people just don't even know about because its marketing wasn't like the strongest. But man, was this movie insane. I really don't want to say anything too much about the story, of course, and all I have to say is it's just a mind blower. Like, everything that happens in this movie just completely just shifts and changes, and you're just left there like saying what the absolute hell is going on. Begonia's two main stars are really good actors and actresses, Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons. They both did a really great job, and if I could, I really wish they could both win the Oscar for Best Actors and Actresses. Their performances absolutely killed it. The director for this movie is Yorgos Lanthimos, I believe, and he also made The Favorite and Poor Things, which were also amazing movies that you definitely want to watch. Yeah, the directing in this movie was just really great, and it really is just all around a really great movie. It was an easy 10 out of 10 for me when I watched it. I definitely recommend it. Alright, so we've entered the top 5, and this is where things are going to get maybe controversial, but going forward, just keep in mind, I really want to say this was a really tough year for the best movies. Like, there was a lot of great movies that came out, and it's going to be weird because some movies are like 9s and 8s and others are 10s, and it's mix and match. Just know that's not how I really do things for my best movies of the year. All of these movies are really amazing.
Another day, another slave. Period.
So, number 5 goes to One Battle After Another. Now, I know this is probably the best movie that came out in 2025, and I do agree, it is one of the best movies that came out. Though the other movies, you know, I kind of vibed with a little bit more. This movie did so many things right with its directing, its casting, its characters, its story, its music. So many things about this movie was absolutely amazing, and it definitely deserves all the attention it has. This is really one of the best movies that came out last year. Leonardo especially did an amazing job in his role, and he can still act like a motherfucker. This story's message is also a pretty good one, especially nowadays, and I also do feel like a lot of people just don't even know the message of this movie as well. There's a lot of good iconic moments and iconic characters, interactions. The music is very catchy and iconic, and it's something that you would definitely hear in an elevator maybe one day, I don't know. But to me also, it feels like this movie has a lot of heart. Honestly, there's really not much more you could say about One Battle After Another. It is truly an amazing movie. My only thing is, like, movies that are higher up are always movies that get me a little bit emotional, because that's like the whole like thing, because it's like it connects with me, and that's just something that always gets the higher scores. But yeah, One Battle After Another, a lot of people talked about it. You've probably heard about it. Go watch it. It's an amazing movie. It's one of the best movies that came out. Number 4 is Marty Supreme, a really well done movie that is absolutely amazing in all of its areas. Timothée Chalamet bet big when it comes to this movie, and he definitely did it for the right reasons. This movie was absolutely mind-blowing and like just chaotic. And if you know the director for this movie, you know he's directed the Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler, which was another chaotic movie that was absolutely insane. Marty Supreme is what you're going to get when you watch this movie. Just absolute chaos. This movie has some of the best actors I've ever seen. Some people who don't even act are in this movie, and they did a great job. The editing and the music choices is all just really well done. And Marty's character is just truly a crazy, interesting person. Marty Supreme is truly like one of the best movies that came out, and it's a shame that a lot of people are hating on it because of what Timothée Chalamet has said, which I've probably have mentioned a lot by now. What Timothée Chalamet is kind of a dick thing to say. It's also kind of taken out of context, and it's kind of a true thing. There's so much to what he said, but what Timothée Chalamet should not have any effect on Marty Supreme. Marty Supreme is truly one of the best movies that came out. Absolutely amazing, stunning, like truly chaotic also. Yes, please watch Marty Supreme.
Sinners are my family.
At number 3 is Sinners, one of the best original movies that have come out in a very long time, and it deserves it. It truly is a spectacle. It is one of the best movies truly that I have seen in a while. It has one of the craziest scenes in the film where they're all dancing and listening to the music and they're summoning upon people of the past and present. And I guess I'm spoiling it, but by now, if you haven't seen it, oh my god, you need to fucking see it. This movie's pacing is really well done. It takes place basically all in like about a day or a day and a half. And the characters are just really well done. The actors and actresses in this have done an amazing job. Michael B. Jordan playing two characters, did a crazy great job. The music, the lighting, the editing in this movie was all just really great. It has some amazing music, some amazing moments where it just lets you breathe into this world. This movie is truly the greatest. Like, I honestly cannot wait to see what Ryan Coogler does next, because my god, I just want to see more of these. We need to see more of these original movies. I don't agree with people saying, oh, it's like a Marvel movie. I don't know, man. I feel like you're just, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I feel like that's just a weird comparison, but Sinners is popular for a reason. It's truly just amazing. No, like, I'm actually telling you right now, go see Sinners. That's not like a recommendation. I'm actually demanding you to go see it.
Father, when can I leave to be on my own?
All right. Number 2 goes to Hamnet. Hamnet is a movie that I was able to watch, and even talking about it right now, I'm kind of getting emotional because this movie was so powerful that it absolutely tore me to shreds. Story and the power and emotion in this movie is unlike any other film I have ever seen in a very, very long time. I am not kidding when I say this. This movie made me feel so much pain, so much, sadness, so much grief for the characters in the story. This is truly one of the saddest stories I have ever seen in a film. And the way these characters in this movie tries to express their emotions through their art of work, where Shakespeare tells this story about his son, and the scene where Agnes, the mother, just watches the play that happens, and her reaching out and all the other people just reaching out their hands, carrying the pain and sadness with her. It is truly just amazing. Like, I am not joking. Hamnet made me feel something that I have not felt in a very long time. Hamnet is truly one of the most beautiful movies I've ever seen, and I will never forget it for as long as I live. And if to anyone out there, I beg you, I mean, unless you don't like sad movies, but if you want to watch something that is truly just beautiful, truly just so powerful, then watch Hamnet. I wish I could say more. Alright, time for honorable mentions. First movie I want to mention is Caught Stealing. This was a movie that I didn't really have time to really talk about. It's actually a really good movie. It has a lot of good performances, and the story is pretty fun. And no one really talked about this movie. I remember seeing it in trailers, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna see that, and I never just did. But yeah, go watch this. Up next was Mission Impossible. This was the conclusion to the Mission Impossible franchise, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. It had a lot of powerful, crazy moments. It is a big action-y movie, so if you like that, definitely go and watch that. Speaking of action, Superman also came out and was a really well-done movie. James Gunn is a breath of fresh air that the DC universe definitely needs for its movies, and I'm really excited to see what comes next, and I'm just hoping they just do what they did with Superman and just keep making good, fun movies. Bring Her Back was a horror movie that I watched, and it was actually pretty good. Better than I expected. I wasn't expecting this to be actually pretty great. There wasn't really a whole lot of market for this from what I remember, and horror movies for me doesn't really do it, but I decided to watch it, and yeah, it was really great. The ending has a very powerful, sad scene, and I think a lot of people will enjoy it if they watch it, so I definitely recommend watching Bring Her Back. 28 Years Later was a movie that came out, and it was really great. It was the next installment in the 28 zombie series franchise, start of what's now a trilogy. And this movie did a lot of things right, like making it like this creepy, scary movie. There was a lot of good editing and sound and music choices that they went with. The main character is very relatable, and his story is very special. And the whole like comparison with him and the other British guy who you'll know a lot more in the second 28 Years Later movie, Bone Temple. Those two character dynamics, those just play off of each other really well if you know what it is. But yeah, definitely go and watch that. And lastly, I want to give a shout out to Happy Gilmore 2. I don't care what anyone says, this movie was absolutely funny and amazing. I liked everything they did with the movie. It's just what I expect from an Adam Sandler Happy Gilmore movie. That's what some people I feel like don't understand. This is a Adam Sandler Happy Gilmore sequel. So yeah, they did a great job. All right. Number 1. The number 1 movie that has truly stood the test of time, in my opinion. The movie that I consider the best that came out last year was none other Then the Chinese animated movie Ne Zha 2. Absolutely, this movie was breathtaking. The story had really great animation, way better than the first movie. They truly improved upon it. The action sequences was just fun and energetic and something I will definitely remember. The characters and their interactions were some of the best. Was really funny. There was a lot of funny moments. The actual events that happen in this movie is truly just devastating and impactful. It is something that is going to have lasting effects. Like, this movie isn't just some typical like kids movie from the outside. It's like, no, there's like consequences for things that's happening. There's moments where the movie gets really serious about what's going on, and there's a lot of great moments where the action and the animation just truly works together with this story, and it's just, all of it is just so well done. Ne Zha 2 is absolutely one of the most craziest movies I have ever seen in a long time. And coming from China, coming from a foreign country, this is a movie that's actually rivaling Disney right now. And it's making so much money. No, it actually made so much freaking money. Ne Zha is literally the greatest movie ever, and it's just a damn shame this wasn't nominated for the best animated feature at the Oscars, because it would have 100% won. I'm willing to put so much money on that, like it's not even funny. If it didn't, then the Oscar voters clearly didn't watch this film. This movie is absolutely breathtaking. It is like getting off of a roller coaster. This movie truly deserves your time and attention, and I cannot wait for Ne Zha 3 to eventually come out 10 years from now. I don't know if that was like actually the case, but I have a feeling we might not see the third one for a while. Alright, those were the top 10 movies that came out in 2025. And we'll see what this year holds. That's it. Have a nice one.